Mama know I'm riding with that. Pull up in that bitch, she gon' fast. She gon' bag it up and she gon' throw it back. Want a lotto with no drought and that's big back. About to run up this big bank, I'm speaking beef fat. Pull up in this big ass tank and they say please don't go there. And I'm puffing on this kill, Steven Spiels, Zaza. Now you see me, now you don't be my assistant, voila. Now I'm shitting on you, donks, manure, feces, caca. Okay. Had to tell that bitch to hawk, approach me speaking, rah. Okay. Got me feeling incredible hawk when I flame up this Zaza. Need my info from credible sources, I'm very important. Don't mean to toot my horn, but where was you at when they ain't here hoarding? Here who? I ain't heard of you, too busy, taste, touch, see, hearing blue. If you talking jazzy, Dan Williams on that, I don't who. If you want them bands on deck, baby, just follow suit. I'ma treat this shit Chris Brickley and just follow through. I'ma treat the game Chris Matthews, be a lethal shoot. Have to go and leave her passings, I'ma choose his love. Okay. She gon' bag it up and she gon' throw it back. Okay. Want a lotto with no drought and that's big back. Okay. About to run up this big bank, I'm speaking beef fat. Okay. Pull up in this big ass tank and they say please don't go there. Okay. Now you see me, now you don't be my assistant, voila. What's the word? Oh shit. Pull the mic out. Hey, we got Chris Brickley with an interview. It's more long overdue. Wait, Lethal Shooter been snapping with the trick shots and training their motherfucking body from Marlon Wayans all the way on to Pinky. It's only right. Let's get it.
Check. Welcome to Respectfully to Justin the Boy Show. I'm your host, Justin the Boy, the king of toxic and health. Today's guest, my brother, you might know him from 2K, you might know him from the Black Ops runs, you might know him from ESPN, you might know him from, everywhere.
Nah, appreciate that, bro.
But I really know you. And I just want to say before we start this interview, you are the best trainer in the world.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Would you agree?
Like, you gotta believe this is the best podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, but you're right, though, about we knew each other before all of this.
Yeah.
All of this, any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
Life wasn't so good for us at that time.
At all.
And we was around a lot of people who had a lot of money.
For sure.
And, we used to have these conversations. And I think it's important, right? It's a message for everybody out there. You may not be in the best situation right now. And people around you may be doing better.
For sure.
And in your mind, you might think they should be doing more for you.
For sure.
And they could do more for you if they truly wanted to, but nobody has to do anything.
We were both in positions, like where it could have been over if we started entitled.
Right.
It would have been over. Whatever we were doing. Nowadays, people be feeling entitled, boy.
I think, we was in those situations where we had our rich friends and we just wanted opportunities. We just looked at each other like, man, we gonna maximize this opportunity until we can't be denied it.
For sure. Just doing the right thing.
And while we here now interviewing, it's crazy full circle moment. So Chris Brickley's here, man, on the show. Clap it up for Brick. Clap it up for Brick, man. So, we're in LA's All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
How has All-Star Weekend been?
Been crazy. We, me and my team, my manager, got a bunch of brand deals, bunch of brand activations. So just doing those, Bose, Wilson, Puma, Lids, DoorDash. It's a blessing. It's just a blessing. Did a little stream with Yachty and Black Boy Max. So it was dope. It's a lot going on, but I'm happy this is the last stop.
Yeah. How was that world? Like, cause rappers always wanted to be athletes. Athletes always wanted to be rappers. But then it's like you were that first hybrid of trainer, like trainer into sports into music. And I feel like you was the first person to kind of.
It's just no one. Like when I'm a trainer, in my mind, the ego is to the side. If the 14th man on the Bulls needs me to get him shoes at Foot Locker, I'm gonna get it done. When I'm releasing my sneaker and I'm in Italy, then that side of me, a certain side of me comes out. If I'm in the studio with Justin, with Boogie, a certain. So it's just knowing the room that you're in, being yourself. And that's huge. Yeah.
Now I love that, bro. I love how secure you are with who you are. So there's days where you're just a worker, just a trainer. And then in the next day, you got to go be a boss and go market your shoe.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there, man, trust me, it's okay to be humble. It's okay to not be the biggest in the room. Working is equally as important.
It is.
For sure. So I feel like we can all agree that All-Star Weekend just doesn't hit the same anymore.
Nah, yeah. And I was thinking about it. I was like, from like the celebrity game to the all-star game to the dunk contest, I'm like, damn, is it just when you're younger, you look at these players different? I'm like, am I looking at it different? I don't know. I mean, the all-star game, there's like 3 teams. I feel like the dunk contest, I just read today, Donovan Mitchell was the last NBA all-star to win the dunk contest in 10 years. Back in the day, MJ was in the dunk contest, Dominique Wilkins. So everything's changed. I think social media has made it so players or people just want to be on their cool. Yeah, and don't want to do stuff like that.
So if you were the NBA commissioner,
yeah,
what would you do to change this All-Star Weekend format?
That's tough, man. First off, I would just do 2 teams for the All-Star game, and I go back to you wear your team jersey. So I feel like that the nostalgia, those games are lit. And yeah, just a regular game. You wear your jerseys, not giving you no All-Star pink jersey. You're gonna wear your jersey and go out there and compete. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. For those who may not know, I think you talk about it a lot, but on this platform, I feel like people are really going to tune in just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You've been public about how you were, basically homeless while you were working with some of the biggest names in all of sports. I want you to take me back to the start. As the intern, just with the Knicks, I want to be quiet and just let you kind of just go down that lane.
Yeah. So first off, before I got the intern job with the Knicks, I was a Division I coach, got fired. I'm trying to get high school jobs. They turned me down. High school head coaching jobs in New York, New Jersey. I get a call. That's the next internship. So boom. To get to the internship, people didn't even know this. It was me, Chris Johnson, and another trainer. And we all did a workout, and they picked one of us. So they picked me. Boom, got the job. I'm thinking it's gonna be, decent money. It's $300 a week. So that whole year, I was just a coach in college.
I mean, for an intern and for doing something you really like, keep doing. Yeah.
So I was in graduate
as a beginner,
school. I basically was like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, so I could live there. So off the strength of that, so I'm living with her. I'm like an intern, but that's just that's survival. $10 a week doing that with the Knicks. So there's 4 years.
Brickley, my boy Chris ain't never. And boy said he was out here. Hey, boy was a homosexual. What the fuck? Boy was a homosexual out this bitch. It be like that. He like
quickly got to a head of player development. But in New York, you know how you can make 100,000. That's really nothing. So I'm making 60,000. Work with Melo. The summers are lit though. Traveling the world, or with LeBron, KD, Russ, all that. So it gets to a point where I'm like, I think I can leave the Knicks and start my own business, but I have nothing guaranteed except like this one dude from Nike. So I leave the Knicks, and at first it was lit. I'm in Nike's paying for this penthouse, all this stuff, and Melo's like, he didn't like the way Nike was treating me. So I'm like, all right, you got it. I won't do it then. So I go into the hotel, stay there till my credit card declines. Next thing you know, I'm midsummer. I'm doing runs with LeBron, KD, Russ, working these guys out, and I'm sleeping on the side of Lifetime, like in this little like room they had, like on some ownership. But yeah, I decided to work my way out of that.
So how was you able to lock in and give all of your energy when you don't even know where you're sleeping in there?
Man, it's crazy. Because you know how this is. Like, it feels like a whole lifetime ago. Like, I don't know how I did it.
Like you're showing up to literally train the best players in the world.
Yeah, and that's usually times I would remember. I'd walk into a workout though, and the player would be like, "Yo, you all right?" I think they thought something was up, but I had too much pride to be like, "No, I'm not good." So I kept that shit to myself.
Yeah. So where I know you from was J.R. Smith era.
Yeah.
And you was sleeping on J.R. Smith's couch.
Yep.
Remember at that time though, this is when he was outside. Tell us about your funniest experience with J.R. Now he's retired. Just something that just kind of.
I mean, so Driffin was lit. I don't want to put the rapper on blast, but it was at night. It's like 4 a.m, and they get into a little friendly argument with whose car's faster. We go to Fifth Ave at 5 a.m, and we're racing Rolls Royce Collins down Fifth Ave. Police come, and not JR. Let's get home safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. So the next question, because I remember you was heating up. You know what I'm saying? As a trainer, I started seeing you everywhere. But then I started seeing this Alex Koblenz. Like you started tagging him, you guys came together, and it just felt like at that moment,
Yeah.
shit went to the moon.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is just me from the outside, like, you know? Because at that time, you was getting so hot that we wasn't as close as we used to be.
Yeah, you're right. And it wasn't by like,
It was like we were cool and Alex came in.
I'm just like, there's levels to like when you're in your grind process, there's close ones that sometimes you sacrifice. Even, this sounds messed up, but like to get to like a certain level of success, there's times in your journey where you have to sacrifice family, friends, like, and then people out there might think that sounds crazy. And I'm not saying you sacrifice them forever, but there's the moments where you are just in the grind. So yeah, for sure.
So how did you and Alex connect? Because a trainer having
A level of success, there's times in your journey where you have to sacrifice family, friends, like, and then people out there might think that sounds crazy. And I'm not saying you sacrifice them forever, but there's the moments where you are just in the grind. So yeah, for sure.
You real deal gotta like, I said this shit on a few songs, but like you really gotta silence the world if you truly do want to lock in.
You know, I finally
You don't silence that world and get the fuck away from all the distractions that come with it. It could be the smallest ones, it could be the biggest ones. You can't do that for a little while. It's gonna be quite hard. At least evolve in any type of way.
So how did you and Alex connect? Because a trainer having a manager is unheard of. Like these fucking guys crazy.
So people started coming to me
Right.
and I got people telling me, you should sign with the manager. You should sign with an agency. And first meeting I took, it was with Alex. And he had a piece of paper. It's 3 pieces of paper. And any brand you can think of. And he handed it to me and he was like, I didn't get you the deal in these brands. It's tough to like say no to that. So yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have a manager, I hear a lot of like artists, NBA players, everybody, like the whole management thing is like, it's very questionable. You know what I'm saying? Because some people need one, some people don't.
Yeah.
How important do you believe the right management is?
I think no one can do anything alone. So I think you need someone. I'm someone I know what I'm good at. I'm good at like working with players and good at relationships. I'm not great at like the business side of things.
Right.
And Alex is great at that. And, I trust him.
Right.
And if you can find someone that you trust, and, we've been working 5, 6 years, 7 years together. And now it's going to get rocky, just like any relationship. And if it doesn't get rocky, then it's not real. But we just kept building. We pushed each other. And yeah, he's helped me do things that, my list of deals looks like NBA All-Stars.
Right. So you've been in 2K, NBA 2K since 2020. How crazy is that, going from a walk-on at Louisville to having a permanent bowl?
For sure.
In a game you grew up playing.
It's crazy. That changed my life. If like one thing had to change my life, I go to the airport and it's like, you're 2K from, I trained with you last night, and that's anywhere I went. And then Brickley's gym, it was like, so I go 2K. It's like, at one point, to get the Mamba mentality, you had to work out with me. So that's so many, like, over the last 6 years, there's so many people that just know me from 2K. Even like, I was on Packboy Max's thing, everyone in the stream was like, that's a guy from 2K. So still some people.
Bro, that's damn near. I don't know. I think I knew about Chris Brickley before 2K, honestly, bro. I used to see him on Instagram shooting with Quavo and different people. But when they put him in, I'm damn, this shit raw. They really got us pulling up on this nigga now in 2K.
Well, like, he's real. So yeah, that 2K shit is huge.
Yeah, I seen your swipe. They're like, hold on, Chris Brickley's white?
Yeah, that's funny as that. I had to post that.
Nah, that's funny as hell, man. Damn, this shit crazy to just be sitting here. Like, I got so many like thoughts on my mind. Like, damn, what's the right question to ask him?
Not
as we hear. But so the 2K.
Yeah.
What does business look like for you? I don't mean to get in your business.
Yeah.
Like, is it, do you get royalties? Is it a one time a year payment? Because you were the first to ever be featured as a trainer.
For sure.
So you're basically crawling for other people to walk. And then, like, that's part of you being the first.
For sure.
There's going to be others in the future that give better deals, of course.
And then when that happens too, I'm not going to be the hating type. Whatever trainer comes up that does after me, I'm going to be in his corner. But to answer your question, yeah, me and Alex have been in like these uncharted waters, like with a lot of brands. There's like, I'm not an NBA player.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube, and YouTube Music Premium, a whole app just for streaming music uninterrupted. YouTube Premium, it's way more than ad-free. Try 1 month on us.
I'm not like a mean skit actor guy. I'm about my business. I'm a coach. I train the best players in the world, and my work shows that I've developed the best players in the world. So that's like my lane. With 2K, with most deals, it's just like you get paid 4 times a year, and I take pride in being a good ambassador. I look at my partnerships like how I used to coach a team. Like Puma, like that's my team. Tag, that's my team. Lids, that's my team. And I think when you think like that, you can be successful with the whole brand thing.
Right, and I think it's so hard to scale who you are, because I feel like I know every time you sign a deal, you like regret.
No,
but just a little bit, like, damn, we could have got more.
Nah, for sure. And that's something me and Alex constantly battle. Just as I get bigger, like I have the Brickley Invitational, done it 3 times. Last year I had 7 lottery picks, the first pick and the second pick. The top senior in the country playing in. This upcoming draft, 6 lottery picks and that number 1 pick. So we just keep building it, getting international with it. At Brickley, China. So yeah, the goal is just to keep grinding and just keep on the business.
Yeah. Is there one deal that you regret? It's a safe space.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the.
You don't gotta say the brand club.
Yeah. No, actually, it's a little funny thing. My first cover is Ink magazine, and I didn't even tell Alex, because sometimes I don't tell Alex like everything that goes to like PR. So I signed the deal. The guys like, "You want to be in the cover?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to be in the cover." Signed the thing, boom. And then within that contract, they wanted me to do like 5 posts. I got the guy down my back. So that was the worst. Like from that point, I'm like, I'm using the lawyers. I'm using Alex. I might sign contracts for that.
Nah, for sure, man. I love that. Black op runs. I feel like those runs change how the world looks at the off season forever. When you started those, did you know you were shifting the culture? Or were you just trying to get the best in the world on one court?
Yeah, just trying to get the best in the world. So shout out to Mello. We're chilling. It's Mello weekend. And this is when I'm with the Knicks. And he was like, yo, when we go back to New York, I want you to find the best players you can get. I want to do a pickup game at my gym. Later, Jordan gave him a gym. Terminal 23. And
Foul at the Terminal 23. So Terminal 23 was wild. They had the influencers, the hoopers, the Instagram models.
for sure.
That shit was like,
It was dope. It was dope. It really was. So boom, I fit the run together. Next thing I know, the next morning on TMZ, it was like Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, Kimball Walker. This guy were playing an open run in New York, ran by Knicks development coach Chris Brickley. I go into the office. Derek Fisher's like, James Dolan needs to talk to you. Like, you can't be doing that. So that's the owner. So I get in my car, drive back to the city, and walk into the owner's office. The team about fined $50,000. I'm making $60,000 at the time. So, Dolan's like, just so you know, you let the team fine $50,000. But don't do that again. But I like where your head's at. Like, I like you represent the Knicks. I remember him saying that. And so but then that conversation just led me to, like, I kind of got to get out of here and start doing another thing. And then a year later, I ended up leaving.
He's like, we got fined 50, we pay you 60, and this salary is 10,000.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen everyone, all of the all-stars, mostly everybody in the NBA. No cameras, just pure hoops.
Yeah.
Who's the most talented person you've ever worked with?
Gotta go Kevin Durant, Melo. Just on some, KD's 6 sets. So at 7 has handle like a point guard, shoots it, goes hard every workout. And Melo, his footwork is that you can't even. James kind of took Melo's footwork and took it to be a guard. Show me Melo and KD.
Yeah. So now development. I think you don't get enough credit for developing players. Like I remember, there's a lot of the kids that you got in 8th, 9th grade when they wasn't top 20 picks.
Sure.
And now, I see the hate sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's just how it goes. Like, do what you do. Now that you've been in this game long enough, you took players from unranked to the NBA. Yeah. You got an NBA All-Stars. Are you able to tell if someone is going to the NBA based on watching Win play? Like, do you have the eye for it? So
this is something me and Alice, you would be going, I'd be saying like, yo, this guy's gonna make this guy, and then he'll get But yeah, I think so. Okay, freshman, sophomore, I'd be lying to you because you're still developing. But senior year, if that was like DraftKings poll and it was like, watch these 20 high school prospects, they're seniors. Tell me how many are gonna make the NBA. I think I would get like 90% right. I think Gary, for sure.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Who's someone you've worked with not in the NBA?
Yeah.
That deserves a shot?
It's a good question. Man. So that never touched NBA? Or they?
I mean, they could have came and...
I think Isaiah Briscoe should be in the league. I think Isaiah Briscoe should definitely be in the league. He was in there for a quick stint and then he was out. I even think Anthony Early should be in the league.
Yeah.
He had the incident. And the one with Alonzo Trier.
Alonzo Trier is the first person who had a solid NBA season and then never returned. But something happened.
Man averaged 11 points a game as a rookie.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him in NBA since.
Yeah.
He's nice though. Yeah.
Spooky, man. Briscoe, cold.
And then even the league though, if you're not a starter and if you're 7 through 14, you can swap all of them and go to ACB in Europe and swap them, and there's not much difference there.
Do you pay attention to the European?
A little bit. I've been paying attention to it enough to know the level of talent.
So who's the best player you think in Euro?
Mike James is nice. CJ McCollum's brother, he's been doing it for a minute. Yeah, man, it's opportunity. And back to what we're saying, it's entitlement. It's like, all right, are you willing to be the backup point guard, knowing you came up, you were number one in the country, all this, and now you have to be a backup. You need a fair role. A lot of people can't do that.
All right. I think Shane Larkin too.
Shane Larkin.
For sure. I remember Shane. You got some good times. And shout out to Shane Larkin. So is there anyone you haven't gotten in the lab with that you want to work with? I feel like I've seen you with everybody. Yeah. Who's somebody quietly that you like?
There's one guy I want, Steph. I want to get in. So I have a few regrets or whatever, but he wanted to play in the Black Ops in 1 year. I did my last one, and then he wanted to have me put it together, and I was just done for the summer. I was like, there's no players left here. And then this past summer, I'm working with Buddy Eel. The workout was done. He called Steph. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, you got to work out with this man. His drills, we're going to like him, blah, blah, blah. So nothing really came out of it, but yes.
Yeah, Steph Curry. I would love to see that. So working with so many athletes, do you often develop a brotherhood with them, or is it strictly business? Because that's such a thin line.
For sure. That's a great question. So as I've gotten, as you get older, you become more of a mentor to players.
Right.
But then there are a few years, the player's your friend, and I have too much pride and man to ask my friend, even though we're working together, like doing workouts together, to even ask him for bread. Like, 'cause I see everyone in his family. I see he vents to me when he asks. So it's like, I don't want to have stress to him. So I went through this weird phase for a few years where like the business with the players, it wasn't human. It wasn't like normal. It wasn't normal. No one should be in that spot. And they tell you everything that they're going through, and then you got to ask them for bread. So yeah, those years were tough, but now I'm figuring it out.
Yeah. So in all your years now being in the game, has there been anyone that's come in that was too stubborn for you to work with because of their ego? Share your truth, bro.
Yeah, where I chose not to work with them.
Yeah, I mean, or just it just didn't mean to.
I mean, yeah, that was a few that didn't make sense, and then that was a few where over time they start to. It's like kind of like.
Wait. If you were locked up at any Illinois juvenile detention center, such as Cook County, the Audie Home, or anywhere else in the system, a global settlement may be coming in 2026.
Feel like I'm in this weird situation where I'm these brand deals, right?
Right.
And so sometimes you have players that are like, oh, the only reason why you got that brand deal is because of me. And so, the reality is the players help it for sure. But unless your name's Carmelo Anthony, it's tough to say that unless, Melo really put me on. Like Melo took me as an intern and said, I want him to be my full-time trainer. Melo took me on PJ to LA for me to meet all these NBA All-Stars. And then shout out everyone else I worked with. But yeah, I forget the question, but yeah, no, shout out Melo for like putting me on. Yeah.
Speaking of Melo, Kai and Anthony, obviously that's your family, so we are here to ask nothing messy, but I see he's going through some challenges in freshman year. So far for sure. I think when I look at his overall skill set, he's a pro.
Yep.
But then opportunity,
Yep.
the right coaching,
Yep.
and just the right setting, like everything, a lot has to go right through you to make it to the NBA.
For sure. And I sent the text to the group chat like 2 years ago. I'm like, mark my words, Kyan's an NBA player.
Right.
And this was like 2 years ago. People were figuring out Kyan. And then boom, gets to Syracuse. And, he's going through what he's going through now, but he's going to get through that. And I still believe in a few years when it's in the league.
Okay. So you don't think there's a chance for one and done?
Good, yeah, for sure.
Not too late.
You're right. All you need is a hot March Madness
Right.
and drafted. So that could happen. Yeah.
I would love to see him come back for year two, but I also think he might be a better pro than he is college player. Like I could see him now really develop because he got the skills, he got the frame.
For sure.
College sometimes really ain't for kids, but you do got to go to college.
For sure. I'll give so Paulo All-Star last year. He was at Duke and he was just like, having a decent year. No one thought he was going to be what he was. So he's a better pro than college. College is a different game than NBA. The defense is the court's more like tight. So I think Kyan's game is 100% more of a pro game
Right.
than the college game for sure.
Yeah, so, I played a little bit of basketball.
You were nice. You used to work out with it?
Yeah, I used to work out with NBA guys, and I realized when I was playing that, like, your mental is everything, and your confidence is everything. And there's so many times where you literally, like, skill set wise, you're better than most of these people. But if you don't have that mindset, it literally doesn't work for you. So how important is confidence over just skill and ability?
So I think this goes with if you're an artist, if you're an actor, if you have a podcast, if you look at the greats and they're all delusionally confident. Where sometimes you might be like, this person's kind of crazy. But that's what it takes to be great. And like you look at the best basketball players, the best musicians, whatever it is.
What that boy Mike say, I'm crazy. Nigga, I'm insane. 50,000 worth of lotto tickets. Nigga, you gotta be insane to really do this. Want to do some shit.
You have
on your own, especially, because a lot of motherfuckers got some higher ups you wouldn't even believe on their ass, all giving their ass all the game in the world, all the sauce in the world.
You will have both moments, and I think I always say you need to be delusionally confident to be a good NBA player.
Yeah, I want you to describe what delusionally confident means, because I always say like, but people like, well, that's the reality. I'd be like, don't put like I don't believe in reality.
Yeah. So.
Ain't nothing wrong with reality. It's the people that be living in delusion in the wrong areas, gang. That's the thing for me. Be delusional about all your dreams and aspirations. Yes, of course. Don't be delusional about people you dealing with and shit like that. That's what I feel like.
What delusionally confident means is, you come up, you go to school and people tell you things and you watch things on TV, and being delusionally confident is everything that you've seen your whole life hasn't happened. You think that you can do something better than that. You think you're better than that. And I think that's delusionally confident. And then that's not how you treat people but how you think about yourself.
Thank you. Because this is what most people get mixed up. Being delusionally confident, whatever you want to call it, is not when it comes to people you're dealing with. This is for your goals and aspirations. People gotta really understand that type of shit.
I think you need that.
Yeah, love that. The next thing for me,
I heard a motherfucker say, I'll be delusional for the right person and all this. Like, I be delusional for a motherfucker if you want.
that I have to know is,
That was a dope question, by the way, too. I've done a lot of interviews
yeah.
and no.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. We got a cheers to that, bro. Cheers to that. Delusionally calm, that could go viral. Chris Brickley, just a boy, we here. So, once again, there was years me and you didn't talk about nothing negative, just simply everybody was working. And I seen that you found a text from Kobe Bryant asking to work with you. What was the first thing that went through your mind when we saw that?
So I remember the moment vividly. So I'm in 22E at the building I was living in my bed. It was dumb late. I'm laying in my bed. So I'm scrolling through my phone and I'm like, hold up. This is Kobe. And I'm like, what? And so I hit up AZ Fudd, who she's the best women's player, you know. And I hit her, I was like, you gave Kobe my number and didn't tell me? She's like, yeah. I thought he was gonna text you and I didn't see it. And so I didn't see it until a few years later. Made me realize how important is that team.
R.I.P. Kobe. I would have loved to have seen that. I think that y'all worked together. I'm glad you with Puma now, but I think you might have went Nike for sure after those were coming. Okay, so this next segment, I want to ask your personal opinion. You say LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Why not Jordan?
So I want to rephrase that. So I think if we were to watch a game in 1990, Dominique Wilkins, we were watching score 50. He scores 50 when he doesn't dribble with his left hand. One time all game. And he's one of the greats of all time. Like, you can't debate that. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a GOAT. So at that time, he's a GOAT. The game has evolved. So I think that there's GOATs of different generations. So LeBron's the GOAT of this generation. Michael Jordan is the GOAT of the last generation. So I had to refine because you be saying stuff, you're reading comments, thinking about it.
Big games, big finales, big relief. Get one.
And I'm like, I'm changing my answer on that. So yeah, LeBron's the GOAT of this generation, and Michael Jordan's the GOAT of the generation before that.
But I got to give you the hypothetical.
Okay.
Everybody's always saying, if you put LeBron in that era, yeah, it would be different. So I want to ask the opposite. If you put Jordan in this era,
yeah,
where does he rank?
Man, the things he does, his YouTube highlight is so crazy. I think he's Anthony Edwards. He's like, yeah, for sure. I think when he first got in the league, they didn't have a 3-point line. And I think they added one once he got in the league. And then once he ended his career, he started to become a good shooter. So I think that if he was in the league now, he'd still be MJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. I need your all-time starting five. Any era, any position.
Okay. Damn. I've done these in the past, and they're so bad because my mind just thinks like that. If I work with you, my life is towards you. So I need to broaden my thing. So, okay, boom. Point guard, we're going AI. Got to go AI. We're going two guard. Best two guard. We're going to go tall, so I'm going to go. I'm putting.
Best two guard. E. Two guard though. Best two guard though, bro. D-Wade might be, I don't know.
KD is my two.
Oh, KD is the two. Okay.
KD can guard a two.
He can though.
So KD's my two.
I wouldn't see if it was small forward, that'd have been my choice, but okay then. Power forward,
three.
Kawhi.
Fuck the positions. There's no position.
No,
It's crazy because Kawhi he guard the two now.
that's no position.
So we got AI, we got Melo, we got Michael Jordan, we got KD, and then I need a dominant big, and then you can't beat me. Will. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I love that. That might have been the most interesting five ever. I can't wait to see the crowd react to this. So we're right here in the middle of the season. It's All-Star Weekend right now. Give me. Yeah. Nah, I love that. That might have been
Jordan, we got KD, and then I need a dominant.
So we're right here in the middle of the season. It's All-Star Weekend right now. Give me your finals matchup and the winner.
Man, I got the Thunder. I don't even want to give no one's messing with the Thunder. Like, they could have a player hurt. They're still the best team in the league. So until I see anything different, I'm going with the Thunder. SGA, Jalen Williams, Hartenstein, and then they got a whole bunch of dudes that don't have no ego. They just go out there and do what they're supposed to do. Dort, yes, I'm going with the Thunder, period.
Okay. Love that. Who was the one non-athlete that walked into your gym and actually made you think,
Chris Brown.
yo, he could have really been in the league?
I gotta tell a story about this.
He said that shit fast as hell too. Like he already.
Chris Day weekend. This is my broke days. I'm chilling with CB. He's like, yo, you want to coach this little celebrity thing? Cool. I walk in there, there's 11 NBA players, NBA contracts, and Chris Brown. And boom, game starts. I'm like, I can't start Chris. Like, that's disrespectful, like, to the NBA. Like, game starts, I put Chris in, he starts making shots. I can't take him out. He ended up scoring like 32 points. I guess not on YouTube, it's not anywhere, but I promise you, against 11 NBA players, he had 30 points. I remember the game was done. We went to his tour buses in the middle of the tour, and I was like, what did I just see? But
Think about Chris, boy. That nigga play how he dance. This nigga just be moving out that bitch. Motherfuckers like that, you gotta watch. That shit ain't normal, G.
yeah,
That shit crazy.
shout out to Breezy.
Yeah. So if you think you get breezy at,
Funny part is, every nigga think he can hoop like that. Get in that mode. You know how you just get in that mode? Shit just going in and shit. Motherfucker get on your ass. God, that's a whole other story.
let's say 18,
Yeah,
and you really train him right now with everything that you know,
yeah.
either play in the NBA.
Yeah, sure. And he even, it's funny. So for a number of years, he's the type that would, sometimes he dribble too much. And I did an interview with Shane Sharp, and someone must have like told him, he was like, yeah, you know, my game's good now, but you know, sometimes I dribble too much. So I'm like, oh, now he's starting to really see the game. So if someone taught him the game at 18, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Shout out to Chris Brown, man. Could have made the NBA. He's one of the GOATs for sure. Shout out to him. What if
I feel like making it in certain, any type of like league, industry, whatever, big dogs, I feel like you do gotta know you gotta have a certain skill set. But not just a skill set that you build up, but like you gotta like learn some ins and outs of some shit sometimes, or find out the ins and outs of some shit. Just with cutting hair, like all that shit. Like you know how you could be a raw ass barber without ever going to barber school, without ever reading a barber book, any of that shit. But I'm sure if you do all that, you gonna learn some shit that you never even thought about. Like damn, I'd have been through this shit.
5 songs on your go-to playlist for a gym session?
Man, for a gym session, so I usually leave it up to the players. But I can tell you, like right now, like with everyone, that's heavy Gunna. What to a point where my manager's like, yo, if I hear that again, I'm gonna go crazy. So this past summer, people are fucking Gunna heavy. But let's go all time. So let's go all time. Jay-Z and Kanye. Anything they put out, guys will work to. 50 Cent, The Rich or Die Trying. So many players will work out to that. Even like younger players revert back to that. And a lot of Dirk, a lot of Lil Baby. All the New York players want to listen to A Boogie. Yeah.
I love that. So obviously I'm biased because you're my brother. I'm gonna keep calling you the best trainer in the world.
I appreciate that.
But amongst your peers now,
Yeah.
let's say obviously you number one. Who are a couple guys that you have learned from or elaborated with, but you really respect in this game? Because one thing I admire about you is you never have to tear nobody down to make yourself feel better. So who are some of the, other trainers that inspire you or great? Man,
that first off, there's so many great trainers. Right. And that might be even some trainers that know they get better than me. There's this, with any success, some type of luck, needs to some type of timing, stuff, all types of stuff. But Drew, big respect for Drew. Let me see. We got, I want to name like 2 more. Phil Handy. Can't have Phil Handy. We'll say Jordan Lawley. But honestly, I respect the other trainers out there. Yeah. I'm never the hate type. So I be seeing the tweets, trainers talking crazy. But then like it used to piss me off, and we'd be at a party, and that sleepy dude that was just talking crazy to me on Twitter. And you're shaking my hand and you're asking for a picture. I just seen your tweet 3 months ago. So at that point, I stopped taking any of that stuff.
Is there anybody, matter of fact, me from a shout out on haters. Brick, before we get out of here, I have a question. You've accomplished so much. You've done so much already, but what is the bigger picture? Like, what is how do you leave the game? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't see you being one of those trainers working out at 60. Unless it's like a special one-off or something.
No way. No way.
What's the end game?
I want a few things. I want me and my manager start going international upper, like literally like on some like this country do a camp for a week, this country do a camp for a week. And so this get globally like known. A, B, just I want people to look back and be, how did he work with that many generations of players? And then C, I just want to get to a point where I can take care of all my loved ones. It's like, you need something, I got you. I'm not there yet, but like those are the three things.
I feel like you work with all ages.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
What's your favorite group to work with?
Someone in high school that I think has potential. Nothing better than that. Like, Don Mitchell, Ty Jerome. Like, that's the best feeling in the world as a trainer.
Right. Would you ever go back to working with the NBA team? And if so, which team and what would have to be the circumstances?
Man, so I get offered assistant jobs every year, different jobs and everything. When the motion now slows down, I'd be a divisional head coach, something like that. But right now, we have too much motion.
Yeah, and my final question that I ask all my guests, if you could ask God for one thing right now, what would it be?
Damn, that's be health and happiness for my loved ones.
Yeah, amen. Shout out to that. Respectfully to Justin the Boy Show, Chris Brickley. We here. Now this is the show. We couldn't pull it up the right way, but it's called I Meme Everything I Say. What's the worst sign you've ever did?
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together.
So which scene and what would have to be the circumstances?
Man, so I get offered assistant jobs every year, different jobs and everything. When the motion now slows down, I'd be a divisional head coach, something like that. But right now, we have too much motion.
Yeah, and my final question that I ask all my guests, if you could ask God for one thing right now, what would it be?
Like that, but right now, we have too much motion.
Yeah.
I'd be a divisional head coach, something like that. But
if you could ask God for one thing right now, what would it be?
Damn, that's be health and happiness for my loved ones.
Yeah, amen. Shout out to that. Respectfully to Justin the Boy Show, Chris Brickley. We here. Now this is the show. We couldn't pull it up the right way.
And I took it was with Alex, and he had a piece of paper. It's 3 pieces of paper, and any brand you can think of, and he handed it to me, and he was like, "I didn't get you a deal in these brands." It's tough to say no to that. So yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have a manager, I hear a lot of artists, NBA players, everybody. The whole management thing is it's very questionable. You know what I'm saying? Because some people need one, some people don't.
Yeah.
How important do you believe the right management is?
I think no one can do anything alone. So I think you need someone. I'm someone I know what I'm good at. I'm good at working with players and good at relationships. I'm not great at the business side of things.
Right.
And Alex is great at that. And I trust him.
Right.
And if you can find someone that you trust, and we've been working 5, 6 years, 7 years together, and now it's gonna get rocky, just like any relationship. And if it doesn't get rocky, then it's not real. But we just have kept building. We push each other, and he's helped me do things that my list of deals looks like NBA All-Stars.
Right. So you've been in 2K, NBA 2K since 2020. How crazy is that, going from a walk-on at Louisville to having a permanent role?
For sure.
In that game you grew up playing.
It's crazy. That changed my life. If one thing had to change my life, I go to the airport and it's you're 2K from, I trained with you last night, and that's anywhere I went. And then Brickley's gym, it was so I go 2K. It's at one point, to get the Mamba mentality, you had to work out with me. So that's so many over the last 6 years, there's so many people that just know me from 2K. Even I was on Packboy Max's thing, everyone in the stream was that's a guy from 2K. So still some people are he's real. So yeah, that 2K shit is huge.
Yeah, I seen your swipe. They're hold on, Chris Brickley's white?
Yeah, that's funny as that. I had to post that.
Nah, that's funny as hell, man. And this shit crazy to just be sitting here. Like I got so many like thoughts on my mind. Like, damn, what's the right question to ask him?
Not
As we hear. But so the 2K.
yeah.
What does business look like for you? I don't mean to get in your business.
Yeah.
Like, is it you get royalties? Is it a one time a year payment? Because you were the first to ever be featured as a trainer.
For sure.
So
Shout out to Mello. We're chilling. It's Mello weekend, and this is when I'm with the Knicks. And he was like, "Yo, when we go back to New York."
just something that just kind of.
I mean, so Driffin was lit. I don't want to put the rapper on blast, but it was at night. It's like 4 a.m, and they get into a little friendly argument about whose car's faster. We go to Fifth Ave at 5 a.m, and we're racing Rolls Royce Contons down Fifth Ave. Please come, and not JR. Let's get home safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. So the next question, because I remember you was heating up. You know what I'm saying? As a trainer, I started seeing you everywhere. But then I started seeing this Alex Koblenz. Like you started tagging him. You guys came together, and it just felt like at that moment,
Yeah,
shit went to the moon.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is just me from the outside, like, you know, because at that time, you was getting so hot that we wasn't as close as we used to be.
Yeah, you're right. And it wasn't by like,
It was like we were cool, and Alex came in.
I'm just like, there's levels to like when you're in your grind process, there's close ones that sometimes you sacrifice. Even this sounds messed.
Now this is the show. We couldn't pull it up the right way, but it's called I Meme Everything I Say. What's the worst sign you've ever did?
Pisces.
Oh God, Pisces are trash.
And
Especially March Pisces. Damn, what'd she do to you? Say your truth, bro.
it was a stressful relationship. Let's keep it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next meme, chase your dream like you chased the motherfucker who don't want you. We've all chased somebody
Yeah.
who didn't want us.
Yeah.
But tell us how important it is to chase your dreams over the wrong person.
Was everything. I think Rick Pitino, he still preaches this because Ian Jackson plays in the team that works with him. He tells his players all the time, a successful man, the biggest.
You know what I think? I think you gotta look at everybody like the wrong person. What's really real in this world for real, man?
Can be a female.
Wow.
And like at the same time, a female can.
That's what they claim. At the same time, it could be the reason for your uprise, whatever the fuck they say. No.
Help a man. But on the other side, it can distract you. You don't work as hard. So yeah. So I think you gotta chase your dreams. I think that Korea, you gotta chase them over anything for sure.
Have you ever like broke up with someone and your life started getting better?
Yeah.
Like, man, what is that?
For sure. And then you want, because I think, you get stuck in that, that what is like a habit, or you get used to something. You think you need them.
Yeah.
And then like, it's like a detox. You get through those 5 days after you break up with them and you're good.
They feel better.
For sure.
No, for sure, man. I definitely think dating the wrong person.
You can get stuck,
Man.
to like, what's that rat thing? They run in circles.
Yeah.
Hamster wheel, all that. Hamster ball. This motherfucker just satisfied with what they doing. Yeah, made it. Hey, run.
But like, you could date someone that's like bad luck.
For sure.
That. Like, you have to really be able to study bad luck.
For sure.
And women be like, or men be like, man, I was with you through, all of the down, the darkest times. It's like, no, you were the dark time. I got away from you and life got better. You wasn't bad luck. I figured it out. Everything got better after you.
That's true.
Next thing, this grind shit is personal. I'm trying to live a whole different life. And tell us about the difference a year could make when you really lock in.
It can make, your life could change if you really lock in for 3 months. Like, on God, anyone out there watching this,
I remember when I told myself, okay, I'm finna just start networking with everybody I see, talk to, whatever. Hey, just started really changing. Like, okay, put that work in for real, Outside of the actual work you putting in behind closed doors, you gotta put that footwork in. That shit really
when you are 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, If you dead ass lock in, write it down, and you wake up and you, whatever your dream is, whatever you write down, you do that every single day, whether it's making clothes, making music, doing a podcast, being a trainer, like, and you just grind, your life can change in 3 months. And I believe that. Like, I'm a little bit of a testimony to that, but it's a fact. And people, and like, we get stuck in these, like, you see everyone around you and you think that that's how it has to be. And that's that delusional confidence that you like, even though I've never seen it.
It can be your own fucking way. That's how I feel about the delusional shit. Why must it be how they said it gotta be? Why must it be how we always seeing it? Of course, we're gonna be inspired by things, take advice from things, but you gotta make your own fucking path. That shit might have cracks, all type of shit. When another motherfucker path probably only had a couple of bumps, your shit got bumps, cracks, potholes, all type of shit. That's just what it is, bro. Your path gonna be different, so your world should end up being one that you creating.
I know I'm better than this, and then that's success.
Yeah, I love that. Next meme. As a man, your feelings don't matter, bro. Just figure it out.
So Davey used to said something. They got that podcast.
Said some one of my songs. I'm fuck around, play that bitch, cause yeah, RP my boy Scooter, man, young Scooter, fuck that. They all in your feelings. Wait, what I say? They so damn appealing. Get them hundreds, and I spread them out. Get about your feelings. Your opinion ain't gonna help you now. Give me the feeling. I've been chilling. It been quite a while. She said she want children. Well, you can go ahead, open up your mouth.
Yeah.
And I kind of related to it. People kind of gave a little hate on it. They asked him, they're talking about therapy. And he was like, I grew up and I was raised that everyone has problems. They're just like, just figure it out. Like, they don't tear other people down or ruin other people's lives. Or like, he just said that he didn't believe in therapy. He was saying he believed in just as a man, just figured it out. And I kind of felt him. Maybe it's like we're both Gemini. I don't know, but I feel like that. Yeah, and I know that's a controversial thing to say, but yeah.
So what would you say to an athlete who's going through like a slump? Might be going through family problems. Would you suggest therapy for them?
For sure.
Or what would you suggest to a player or anybody out there that's going through a dark time? Like, if you could give some advice to them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, therapy has changed so many people's lives, for sure. But also, like, have a good friend around you that is real. That's not just going to be yes man. That's not going to, I think having a good friend around you, or having just a good like person around you, can make it so you don't even need to
solid people.
Talk to someone. You just have real people around you telling you how it is. So I think if you can figure that out, which is hard nowadays to find those right people, that can buy you. Don't need any of that. So it's all about the people around you.
I agree with you 1,000%. Next meme. Apologize if I put the money first. I just know how they treat you when you don't got nothing.
Nah, for sure. There's
I just know how they treat you when you don't got nothing.
Nah, for sure. There's I be telling my girl this all the time. We'll be out, whatever event. Someone will come to me, dap me up, talk to me, like, and I'll be like, yo, like, back in the day, I hit that person up trying to hang out, trying to do this, trying to do that, and they didn't respond. They're crazy, isn't it? Like, so many people, like, once you start to have some emotion, it's like, yo, don't you remember that you didn't allow me to be around you, or you
damn near spit on me.
Didn't even want to respond to me, and now you want to work for me? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so yeah, whatever you said, I agree.
Yeah. Next one.
I got a strong I'll figure it out mentality, because I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I think we're both like that. I feel like I don't think that there's a day I'm gonna wake up and hear Justin the boy's fucked up, and because I think you're always gonna figure it out. And I feel the same way. But there's some people that get success, and you wake up and it's like, dude's homeless, or dude's, yeah. I'm gonna figure it out, and I think you're gonna figure it out too.
For sure. We definitely figured it out. Yeah, so there you have it. Justin LeBoy, Chris Brickley. Respectfully to Justin LeBoy Show signing out. Brick, I appreciate you for pulling out. I know you got a flight in a little bit, but it means a lot, brother. You kept your word. You came on the show.
Also polished EP, man. Fucking with Chris, man. Watch the Justin LeBoy. So fucking. Okay. Shit, I think I'm fucking with that. Hey, also polished EP out right now, all platforms. Most well-rounded debut ever. Let's do it. Pull up in that bitch, she going fast. She gon' bag it up and she gon' throw it back. Want a lotto with no drought and that's big fast. About to run up this big bank, gon' speak and be fast. Pull up in this big ass tank and they say please don't go there. And I'm puffin' on this kill, Steven Spills, Zaza. Now you see me, now you don't be my assistant, voila. Now I'm shitting on you, donks, when the feces, caca. Had to tell that bitch to hawk, approach me speaking, rah. Got me feeling incredible hawk when I flame up this Zaza. Need my info from credible sources, I'm very important. Don't mean to toot my horn, but where was you at when they ain't here hoarding? Here who? I ain't heard of you, too busy, taste, touch, see, hearing blue. If you talking jazzy, Dan Williams on that, I don't who. If you want them bands on deck, baby, just follow suit. I'ma treat this shit Chris Brickley and just follow through. I'ma treat the game Chris Matthews, be a lethal shoot. Have to go and leave her passing, so I'ma choose his love. Okay. She gon' bag it up and she gon' throw it back. Okay. Want a lotto with no drought and that's big fast. Okay. About to run up this big bank, I'm speaking be fast. Okay. Pull up in this big ass tank and they say please don't go there. Okay. Now you see me, now you don't be my assistant, voila.